Glad to have you along from Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Northwestern Wildcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game, Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will get first crack at it today. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. He had a tough game in that loss last time out. 3 times he threw picks and only 1 touchdown pass. Wants to throw one first. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Just barely got rid of it.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Gashing the knee on the right. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And the Wildcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Turns it upfield. Could not make his way to the corner. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They just keep firing. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage. So this opening drive finds a bump in the road here on 3rd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Lets it fly. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Buckeyes offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Tavian St. Clair can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got his man downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Caught on the RPO, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Jackson. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Handoff to the single back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Throwing St. Clair. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. 2nd and long here. Quarterback keep. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Searching for space. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Some misdirection with the counter. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
St. Clair throws to the wideout. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Cover here on 3rd and long. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. St. Clair from the gun on 3rd down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not a lot of room to field this one. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. The Northwestern offense ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Smashes ahead. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Sells the run, wants to pass. Flips it out in the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Hits the hole, it's Jackson. Got the first down, breaks into the open. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, it's Cross. Fights off a defender. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games.
Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Tavian St. Clair looking to get it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Into the end zone for 6.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Hey, put the brakes on him.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Motion from the back. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Trying to get started. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you. And
there he goes. He's at the... and he scores! Touchdown, Buckeye! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires left. Found a seam. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Wildcats, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Leaves it in his belly. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the Heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Enough to move the chains. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Buckeyes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like, stopping the run game. Like, they continue to have success and have success now on this third down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
Throwing St. Clair. Got a man. It's Staley. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Under pressure. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. The snap sets up the throw. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
This time on target. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Long way to go on second down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, here on the Buckeyes sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They're all over him. Just got rid of that one.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout on the field. Northwestern has called it. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got his man on the right. Makes the catch but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ready to fire from the pistol. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the lone running back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. St. Clair. Grab behind the line. It's Rogers. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking for a gap. It's Rogers. There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, this defense has their hands full with him on this drive. And that DB, I'll tell you, he may have saved a touchdown with that tackle. When you've got speed like this running back has, if he gets in the second level, a lot of people start to hold their breath because it could be a house call. You know they're going to keep giving him the football here in the drive. Up front, this defense has got to get a lot more physical.
Tavian on the play action. Out wide left, it's Staley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Tavian St. Clair. Quick completion on the out route. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll send the back in motion. Again, it's St. Clair. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Stepping to the right. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative...
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. They march 79 yards on the drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Back's got it on the screen. They get him on the ground, but they'll move the chains. First down, Northwestern. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the left side. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Back's got it on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Northwestern will send out the punt team.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, they'll just find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Looking for a crease. It's Cross. Got the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeye!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Rashad Downs going up top. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. On the stop.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Hauls it in. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. With that run, he breaks through the 3,000-yard mark for his career.
Man, that says a lot about you. When you rush for 3,000 yards in this world where it's pass happy, that you got a guy that, no, I'm going to give him touches because he's productive. Palmer, it's led to 3,000.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, this offense has been having its way all day long with this defense, but finally the defense creates a negative play. Let's see if that now gives them a little more confidence to get back in this game.
Run the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. Complete in the middle. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Making the adjustment. Drops back on 1st down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, gonna throw it. Look out! Firing to the right, complete.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on 4th. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. And the Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Straight ahead, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along.
Oh, he's getting ahead of State. He is in. Touchdown, Ohio State. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. Now on 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Rush right in his face. Right into the fray, and his first pass is incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident.
He wants to go deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack.
22, go.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Northwestern will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Makes the grab. It's Staley. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Now on first down from the 28.
Ready. Blue 30.
Direct snap. Turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Snap it to the back. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Finds his tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move this,
he'll take a shot. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Makes the quick grab. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Ready. Wide 53.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such